Yeah guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video we'll be talking about Invest 90E and Invest 99E. So, starting off with Invest 90E, right, disturbance number 1, 80% chance of cyclone formation. Showers and thunderstorms are gradually organising in associated with an area of low pressure located about 500 miles southwest of the coast of southwestern Mexico. Environmental conditions are conducive for some continued development, and a tropical depression is expected to form during the next day or two while the system moves west at northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. They're giving it an 80% chance of formation, which is a 90% chance of forming. Now, this might become a tropical depression later on. This might become a tropical depression about, I guess, 10 o'clock UK time. So I would do an update as soon as it becomes a tropical depression. Same with 90E. So yeah. Anyway, 99E now. So, disturbance number 2. As of 11 AM Pacific Daylight Time, another area of low pressure is located about 1,100 miles southwest of southern tip of Baja California Peninsula. Although circular appears well defined, showers and thunderstorms are poorly organized and conflicted to an area of southeast of the center. Upper level winds are expected to become more conducive for development during the next couple of days, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the next week, while over the weekend, while the system moves generally westward at 5 to 10 miles an hour, and they're giving it an 80% chance in the next 5 days and a 60% chance in the next 48 hours. So yeah, anyway, let's have a look, because they have marked Invest 95W. Now, as you already know, in my last video, when I did a video on Tropical Storm Nepartak and Typhoon Infa, well, it wasn't really a typhoon when it made it. Well, I think it was, but then it weakened soon, just as it was making landfall. It weakened to a tropical storm. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading for 4 days. It's because I had to wait for my new phone to come, and I finally, got my new phone, which is good. So yeah. Anyway, 95W. I don't know if it will form, because it's in a cloudiness area. There's not really a low level center circulation yet to call it an invest. And obviously there's an AOI in the Bay of Bengal right now. So yeah, we just have to keep an eye on that. So, GFS model, this is for July 28th. And for June the 10th, actually, the GFS has been picking up on a couple of tropical cyclones forming in the Atlantic next week, because the MJO moves into the Atlantic, I think it's on the 10th of August. So yeah. Oh wait, it's about that, guys. Doesn't want to load. So, guys, I'm going to have a look at, I think, the North Atlantic. And then I'll show you the Eastern Pacific, the East Pac, the West Pac, and the Central Pac. And well, not the Central Pacific, because there's nothing really in the Central Pacific. Right, there's a tropical wave here, 1009 millibars. I don't know if the NHC has declared it as a tropical storm. Well, no, as a tropical wave. I'll have a look on the 5-day tropical graphical outlook, because usually run the 5-day tropical graphical outlook. So I'm going to have a look on the North Atlantic and see if it is on there or not. No, it says no disturbances. I think no will market, to be honest. Does look good. But yeah. GFS is indicating that we might have Fred and Grace by next week. A massive tropical wave comes off the coast of Africa, but doesn't really do that much. But the 1st of August, because models have been hinting some development. There, as you can see, right there, 1008 millibar storm, as you can see, right there. Now that is a tropical storm, I think, or a tropical depression, but if it does form, it might be a brief tropical storm. But then move out towards the sea. But then by the 10th, we do have a tropical wave that does come off the coast. Well, we did say that on the 12Z run. I'll have a look on the 6Z run then for today. Because I haven't looked at the models today, because, yeah. Yeah, it's on the 6Z run. The 6Z run is saying that, we might have Fred, Grace, and maybe Hannah. No. I mean Henry, that's it. As you can see, it's a 1003 millibar storm. But if I go back in time, obviously you can see that massive system really taking off in the Eastern Pacific. Right, if I go back to like the 1st, so this is a tropical depression, 1009 millibars. But then it becomes 1010. It becomes 1010 millibars. It might become a brief tropical storm. But then the one off the if that one does form, that'll be Fred. But then if this one forms here, this will be Grace. And it actually looks pretty. It does look pretty good for some development. It might even become a hurricane. So, yeah, I'm just gonna check, see what the names are for the 2021 Pacific hurricane season. Right, I'm gonna have a look at the names. We did have our very first major hurricane. Well, everyone else was predicting that 22 two named storms, one hurricane was gonna form. But to be honest, I think it might be a below average season next half, because obviously as you've been saying that we got we'll be having a La Nina soon, so yeah. So anyway, we've had Andres, we had Blanca, we had Carlos, we had Dolores, we had Iguan, I don't know what that is, Felicia, we had Guillermo, Hilda, and Ignacio. Ignacio is our next named storms for the Eastern Pacific, and our next named storm for the Atlantic is, so we've had Anne, we've had Bill, we've had Claudette, we had Danny, we had Elsa. We need Fred and Grace, and then Henry, and Ida, Julian, Kate, Larry, Mindy, Nicholas, Odette, Peter, Rose, Sam, Teresa, Victor, and Wanda. But if we do get into a La Nina, we could get into the auxiliary naming list, which will be, you know, like Adrian and all that. And for next year, 2022, which is the 2016 names: Alex, Bonnie, Colin, Danny, Daniel, Fiona, Gaston, Hermine, Aiden, I don't know what that is, Julian, Kate, Lisa, Martin, Nicole, Owen, Paula, Richard, Shabby, whatever, Tobias, Virgin, and Walter. So, I'll tell you what names that have been retired from that season. Well, Matthew used to be in that season. That was in 2016. That was replaced with Martin. And Hurricane Otto, that got replaced with Owen, because that Hurricane Otto made landfall in November as a Category 3 storm on Nicaragua and Honduras. So, yeah, I'll show you info. I don't know why they still got Info still alive. I'm surprised Info is still alive as a tropical depression overland, believe it or not. Right. These are the two systems right here. Well, that's one of the systems here. As you can see, it gains attraction by Saturday, and becomes a massive type system. Well, becoming 987 millibars, which is a tropical storm. So, yeah, that was not really doing that good. But Invest 90E though, Invest 90E is meant to become a hurricane. HWRF is, I think it's saying it might become a hurricane. I don't know about the, I know the GFS is saying it will become a hurricane. As you can see, 990 millibars, really rapidly intensifying at this point. 980, 970, there's a system behind that as well. 979, stops at 979 millibars, which is a Category 2 status right now. For Invest 99E, this is the GFS. So what can go wrong with the nothing can go wrong with the GFS. So GFS has this storm, I think 996, yeah, 996 millibars. 991, 987, 980, 982, 918, weakening because it moves into the Central Pacific. And then Invest 90E, which looks, which is powerful, which is going to be a major hurricane. Might even be just a hurricane. So 1,007 millibars. That's a very weak tropical storm in the Eastern Pacific. Still waiting for it to load, by the way. Wait. There we are. So yeah, guys. Anyway, if you like weather-related content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And don't forget to share this video on social media if you do have social media. But if you don't, then that's fine. You're gonna share this video over WhatsApp to your friends or your family. So yeah. Anyway, as you can see, well, the trend is starting to go down while I'm waiting for that model to hurry up and load. As you can see, right now, there's 30 degrees in the in basically the whole of the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. So the Gulf of Mexico is running really warm this year. There's some 30 degrees coming on, and some 29s and 30 degrees coming into in the Gulf Stream, but you can't really see them yet. MDR is warming up nicely. Subtropical Atlantic's warming up really nicely. So yeah, should have some good type systems this year. Anyway, the GFS is want to load. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the video here for a minute. I'm gonna show you Invest 90E. Right, 90E looks pretty good actually on IR satellite imagery, but yeah. Oh, it's gonna take ages to load now. Sugar. So yeah, as you can see. So yeah. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this an amazing video. Sorry I have not been uploading for nearly 5 days. I do apologise about that. So yeah, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and peace.